10 Most Evil Actors in Hollywood History. Have you ever wondered if the evil you see on screen is just acting or something more real? Hollywood may shine bright, but behind the red carpets and flashing lights lies a world darker than any horror film. Today we're exposing 10 of the most evil actors in Hollywood history, the stars whose real lives were far more sinister than their movies. 1. Harvey Weinstein, the monster behind the movies. Harvey Weinstein wasn't an actor in the traditional sense, but his power made him one of the most feared men in Hollywood. As co-founder of Miramax, he produced Oscar-winning films and launched countless careers. But behind the success, he was a predator, hiding in plain sight. For decades, Weinstein manipulated, harassed, and assaulted young women who only dreamed of working in film. Dozens of actresses, from Angelina Jolie to Gwyneth Paltrow, later revealed horrifying encounters with him. He used his status to silence victims, destroy careers, and control the entire industry through fear and influence. When the truth finally came out in 2017, it shattered Hollywood's silence. Weinstein was convicted and sentenced to prison, becoming the face of the Me Too movement, exploiting fame and authority to abuse and manipulate vulnerable women for decades. 2. Kevin Spacey, the fall of a Hollywood icon. Kevin Spacey once ruled Hollywood. With roles in American Beauty and House of Cards, he was celebrated as a genius performer, but his private life painted a much darker picture. Multiple men came forward, accusing Spacey of harassment and assault, some of them just teenagers at the time. His reputation crumbled overnight. Netflix dropped him from House of Cards, and his once celebrated films vanished from streaming services. Even though he denied the allegations, the damage was irreversible. Behind the charm and wit, there was a manipulative, abusive side that Hollywood had ignored for years, using fame and mentorship to target and manipulate young men in the industry. 3. Roman Polanski, the fugitive filmmaker. Roman Polanski is both a celebrated director and a wanted criminal. In 1977, he was charged with the assault of a 13-year-old girl, a crime that should have ended his career instantly. Instead, Polanski fled the United States before sentencing and has lived in exile for over 4 decades. Despite being a fugitive, Hollywood continued to honor him. He even won an Oscar in 2003 for The Pianist, with stars giving him a standing ovation. This revealed Hollywood's hypocrisy, how talent can overshadow morality in the industry, escaping justice and continuing a career after committing one of Hollywood's most infamous crimes. 4. Jared Leto, the dark side of method acting. Jared Leto's performances are intense, but his behavior often crosses disturbing lines. During the filming of Suicide Squad, he sent dead rats, used condoms, and other grotesque gifts to co-stars, claiming it was part of staying in character as the Joker. Beyond that, multiple accusations from fans suggest he used his rock star status to engage in inappropriate relationships with underage girls. While never convicted, the repeated claims and unsettling behavior show a pattern of manipulation and ego gone too far, using his fame in artistic methods to intimidate and manipulate others, both on and off set. 5. Mel Gibson, Hollywood's angry outcast. Mel Gibson was once one of Hollywood's biggest stars, known for classics like Braveheart and Lethal Weapon, but his shocking outbursts destroyed that image completely. In leaked recordings, Gibson was heard making racist, anti-Semitic, and violent remarks, all while under the influence of rage and alcohol. He was also accused of domestic violence by his ex-partner, which painted a picture of a man consumed by anger and hate. Although he's since tried to rebuild his image, many believe Gibson's true character was revealed long ago, promoting hate, violence, and abuse while hiding behind stardom and influence. 6. Charlie Sheen, from superstar to scandal king. Charlie Sheen was once television's highest-paid actor, starring in 2.5 Men, but his off-screen life was a storm of drugs, violence, and reckless behavior. His infamous winning lifestyle became a public train wreck that spiraled out of control. He was accused of exposing partners to HIV without disclosure, threatening colleagues, and abusing drugs publicly. Sheen's downfall showed how fame, money, and addiction can turn even the most successful star into a danger to everyone around him, including himself, destroying lives through deceit, addiction, and reckless endangerment of others. 7. Ezra Miller, the unhinged star. Ezra Miller went from fan-favorite superhero to one of Hollywood's most controversial figures. Known for The Flash and Fantastic Beasts, Miller's public behavior quickly became disturbing. They were accused of burglary, assault, and even leading a small cult-like group in Hawaii. Videos surfaced of Miller choking a fan, and reports emerged of them grooming minors and manipulating followers. Warner Brothers struggled to control the damage, as their star's behavior grew increasingly erratic and dangerous. violent and manipulative behavior, blurring the line between fame and psychological instability. 8. Armie Hammer, Hollywood's hidden cannibal fantasy. Armie Hammer's fall was one of the most shocking in recent years. The handsome actor, known for The Social Network and Call Me by Your Name, seemed perfect on screen until disturbing messages surfaced online. Women accused him of emotional and physical abuse, claiming he had violent fantasies involving cannibalism and domination. Hammer denied the accusations, but the testimonies painted a terrifying image of control and cruelty. He was dropped from all his movie projects and virtually erased from Hollywood, manipulating women through dark fantasies, emotional control, and abuse disguised as relationships. 9. O.J. Simpson, the actor turned accused killer. Before becoming infamous, O.J. Simpson was a beloved sports icon and Hollywood actor. But in 1994, the world changed when his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman were found brutally murdered. O.J. became the prime suspect in what became the most famous trial in history. Though acquitted in criminal court, overwhelming evidence and later civil trials convinced most of the public that he was guilty. Years later, Simpson ended up in prison for an unrelated armed robbery case, further proving his pattern of violence and arrogance, alleged double murder, and decades of deception that haunted America. 10. Bill Cosby, the father of America with a hidden nightmare. For decades, Bill Cosby was America's favorite TV dad, the face of family values and laughter. But behind the smile and sweaters, he lived a horrifying double life. Over 60 women accused him of drugging and assaulting them, describing a pattern of predatory behavior that lasted for decades. Cosby used his fame, wealth, and trust to exploit women who admired him. In 2018, he was finally convicted, ending one of Hollywood's longest-kept secrets. His story shattered the illusion of the good guy image and proved that even the most trusted figures can hide darkness, systematically drugging and assaulting women while maintaining a fake wholesome image. Closing segment. The truth behind the fame. Hollywood has always been a place of dreams, where ordinary people become legends. But behind every camera flash, there are stories of greed, power, and abuse. These actors remind us that fame doesn't make someone good, and talent doesn't erase evil. The industry has protected many for far too long, but today's world is finally holding them accountable. It's a wake-up call that no one, not even a movie star, is above justice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.